Well, shalom, friend. I hope you had a great day. I'm having a great day. Leviticus 23 says to count 50 days from Passover to Pentecost. In fact, that's actually what the word Pentecost means, 50th. So tonight we'll count day 35. And as we prepare to count day 35, let's think about this name of God, Adonai Sidkenu. You may know it as Jehovah Sidkenu. The name actually only appears twice in the Bible. The first time it appears, it refers to God, that is, to Him, to His person. It says in Jeremiah 23, verse 6, "In his days Judah will be saved, and Israel will dwell in safety. Now this is the name by which He will be called, the Lord, our righteousness." If you will, Jehovah Sidkenu, or Adonai Sidkenu. Now, can I tell you that God is your righteousness? What does that mean? It means that you are in a right relationship with God as far as He's concerned, through Yeshua, through Jesus. And He is the reason that you are in that right relationship. It's all because of Him. That's the reason that Jeremiah calls Him the Lord, our righteousness. And this is the reason the Apostle Paul wrote what he wrote in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 30 and 31. "But of Him you are in Christ Jesus, who became for us wisdom from God and righteousness, sanctification, and redemption, that, as it is written, he who glories, let him glory in the Lord." Friend, glory in this, the fact that He is your righteousness, that you are the righteousness of God because of Yeshua. You see, Jesus took all of your punishment on the cross. He got everything that you deserve, and consequently, you will get everything that He deserves. And that's the reason that Paul said in Romans chapter 8, verse 17, that if you are God's children, then you are heirs. Heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ. You know what an heir is. An heir is a person who gets the belongings of another person when they die. Well, Yeshua died on what should have been your cross for your sin and mine. And because of Yeshua, you couldn't be more right with God than if you were Yeshua Himself. He actually died for that. He is the Lord, our righteousness. Now, the second time that the name appears in the Bible is actually in Jeremiah 33:16. This time, the Hebrew actually does not refer to God Himself, although some of the translations will imply that. Instead, it refers to the city of Jerusalem. In other words, it refers to the place where God dwells. I've actually looked at the Hebrew carefully. It's not referring to God. It uses a feminine form there. So the Hebrew is actually referring to Jerusalem, to the place of His presence. The New King James Version does translate it correctly, where it says in Jeremiah 33:16, "In those days Judah will be saved, and Jerusalem will dwell safely, and this is the name by which she," feminine, "by which she will be called, the Lord, our righteousness." You see, Jeremiah is saying that the day will come when the Son of God will dwell on the earth, and the world will be righteous because of Him. He has given His life to remove the curse of the thorns. And in that day, all that will be left is the beauty of the rose. Friend, that's a good God. And friend, some people look around and they mope because all they see is thorns. Others look around and they rejoice. They rejoice at the beauty of the roses that God has made. What are you focusing on? Hey, let's bless God on this 35th day of counting the Omer. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with His commandments and commanded us concerning the counting of the Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sefirat HaOmer. Now let's actually count the Omer. Today is 35 days, which is 5 weeks of the Omer. In Hebrew, Hayom Chamisha Ushloshim Yom Shehem Chamisha Shavuot LaOmer. Again in English, today is 35 days, which is 5 weeks of the Omer. God bless you, and I hope to see you tomorrow.